Many years ago in the city of Aba, there lived a young lady named Utonwa. She was married to Chike, a fashion designer who made beautiful garments for men and women. He met Utonwa years back when she had come to make dress for her sister's wedding. She was one of the bridesmaids. Utonwa and Chike exchanged phone numbers as Utonwa returned to school. Chike made sure he always called Utonwa to maintain their relationship. He loved Utonwa so much and was proud he had a girlfriend who was in the university, as he boasted amongst his friends. Chike visits Utonwa in school and always buys lots of gifts for her. Utonwa enjoyed the gift from Chike but never loved him. She always complained that Chike's English was not polished, that she was just there for his money. Utonwa was always placing high demands on Chike, but Chike never complained as he was blinded by love. He never saw any fault in Utonwa. Even when she came visiting him during school break, she hardly do any chores. Chike was always doing the chores. Utonwa, before she met Chike, had always have eyes for rich and educated men. She never wanted to have anything to do with businessmen. Chike continued to shower Utonwa with lots of gifts, which made Utonwa have a comfortable life in school. After university, Chike proposed to Utonwa. As she thought about it, she complained to her mother that she doesn't love Chike. "So my daughter, you don't love this man and you allowed him to spend all the money he spent on you. You are complaining now about his English. Do they eat English? I think all that matters is that he loves you and takes good care of you. Many of us did not marry the person we have always wanted to marry. So you will love Chike as you live together." Utonwa accepted Chike's proposal and they got married. Their marriage was a colorful one, as Chike made sure he gave Utonwa her dream wedding. Few months after their wedding, Utonwa became pregnant, and also that same period she got a job as a secretary to the CEO of a big consultancy firm. Chike tried to dissuade her from accepting the job since she was in her first trimester, which was always a danger period during pregnancy, that she needed no stress. But Utonwa was carried away with her job, as she has always wanted to build a career for herself. "I won't be like mother," she said, who gave up her career for her marriage, and father and mother never found it easy raising us, as she remembered how tough life was when she was in the university until she met Chike. That was even why her elder sister married without going to school, and she had to step down for her to go to the university. When they both got admission the same year, "I have to take this job serious so that I can make something positive from it." Utonwa's job was so demanding that she left very early in the morning and came back at night. One night before they retired to sleep, Chike had some conversations with Utonwa. "Please, my wife, your job is coming in between our marriage, and this is not very good for us. You are also pregnant with our first child. You and our child needs rest. You just have to explain to your boss your condition, and I know he will understand." Utonwa said to Chike, "You know I just got this job. If I start giving excuse, they will not take me serious. You don't have to be afraid, my husband. You know I'm just trying to know my job, and you know how hard it is to get a good job in our country these days. So I need to impress our CEO so they will know that I am capable. As for the baby, I assure you, nothing will happen to our baby. I appreciate your concern for me." As they went to bed. A month into her new job, due to her busy work schedule, she lost the pregnancy. Chike was called to come to a clinic close to Utonwa's office that morning. When Chike got there, he was told by the doctor that Utonwa had a miscarriage due to stress. "Oga, you just have to take it easy," replied the doctor, as Chike wept hearing the news. "I warned Utonwa, but she was not listening. See now, she has lost this pregnancy." He had to comfort himself so he could be able to be there for Utonwa, who was weeping so much. "It's okay," he said, as he comforted her. "God will give us another child," he consoled Utonwa. Utonwa's office gave her some weeks to heal before she resumed back. Utonwa soon was able to recover and heal as she returned back to her office. Mr. Tony was the CEO of the consulting firm where Utonwa worked as his secretary. Utonwa attended all the meetings with Mr. Tony. They had meetings late into the night as Mr. Tony promised her that very soon she'll be promoted as a project manager. This thrilled Utonwa, as she has always dreamt of getting into the managerial position in her office. Utonwa months later become pregnant with her second child, and this time she was more careful and soon put to bed a baby boy. Chike and Utonwa were so happy to welcome their first child. When it was time for Utonwa to resume back to work, she and Chike had lots of arguments and disagreements. "My wife, you just have to choose your why. Our child is more important here. He still needs your attention. Please, if you can step down, I will be very grateful to you. I'm not asking you to resign from your job. I'm only asking you to tell your boss to give you some time so our baby can grow up." Utonwa was so angry with Chike that she hissed and went to bed. Chike continued the next morning to plead with Utonwa to see reasons with him. "See, Chike, I am a working class mom, and it's not a new thing. Other women have been doing it. You just have to assist me. If you insist you don't want our son, Kosi, to go to crèche, then I'll take him with me to the office. If we reconsider it, my salary is more than your income every month, so why should I even stay at home? Is there a law that says a man cannot be a stay-at-home father? More so, you can be running your business from home. Nobody should use raising kids to hold me down," as she continued to feed their son Kosi. Chike agreed to allow Utonwa keep Kosi in the crèche, but Chike was always called on the phone to come pick up their son, that his wife's number was not available or that she was not taking her calls. Chike would hurry to go get their 4-month-old son from crèche since Utonwa was not taking her calls. Chike was so angry with Utonwa that night when she came back with the excuse that her boss had a meeting with some of their top clients, so her number was on mute. Chike said to Utonwa, "I don't know the reason why you choose your job over our son. This is not the first time this is happening. This is complete neglect. Our son is too young to start experiencing this. Chike now, Kosi is also your son, not only mine. Are you not his father? And you can as well sacrifice for him. You have to support my career, or are you sad that I have a good job paying me well?" "No now," replied Chike. "You know me too well. I support your ambition, but not to the detriment of our son's well-being. Chike, is enough for today. I'm just coming back from work, and I'm very tired. Today have been very stressful." Chike, I have good news for us. My boss, Mr. Tony, have included my name among the staff going for a conference in Lagos next week, and it comes with lots of incentives, which after my calculations is almost ₦1,000,000. Chike did not know whether to smile or to be angry. Utonwa, my wife, is no longer thinking. She has been carried away with her desires. With all I just said, she's bringing up this one again, he said in his heart as he shook his head in disappointment. Chike had to bat Kosi, who was already 6 months old, and prepare him for the crèche, as Utonwa left very early to her office. This he did before going to his business place. He was also the one bringing Kosi back from the crèche, as Utonwa always returned late from work. The burden was becoming so much for Chike, as Kosi was always crying even after eating. He wanted the warmth of his mother, but Utonwa was never available. One afternoon, Kosi was so restless and crying. Chike had done all he could to pacify him, but Kosi was still uncomfortable and continued to cry. Chike had to strap him at the back and walk round their compound when a neighbor, a young woman named Mma, rushed to him. "Good day, sir," she greeted. "I have been hearing the cries of your child, and I wondered if the mother was around. But I can see your wife is not home. Please, sir, let me help you take care of him," as he took Kosi from him and pacified him until he slept. Chike was relieved when Kosi slept. "Thank you so much, Mma," as she gave him back Kosi. When Utonwa came back from work, Chike had a serious talk with Utonwa. "See, I'm coming to your office to see your boss. Do they forget you are married and also have a little baby who is not up to a year old? Utonwa, why are you doing this to our son?" "Chike, stop making me feel guilty here. Some fathers are stay-at-home dads too. Why don't you use this opportunity and bond with your son? Stop building a mountain out of an ant hill. See, my husband, it's just a little time and I will get into the position that will give me time for family. It's not so easy for me too, but I don't want to miss this opportunity. A lot of staff in my office envy my position, so let's not forget it's a blessing from God," said Utonwa. Chike, who was very sad at the ignorance of his wife, said to her, "My wife, the blessings of God adds no sorrow. This job has made me sorrowful. Our marriage and relationship has been very exciting until you got this job. You hardly have time for our son. When last did we enjoy each other as a couple? Utonwa, you have to read in between the lines. It's not easy for me. Well, like I have said, I'll go and see your boss, Mr. Tony. He also have a family too, so he should not destroy mine. The next morning, Chike went to see Mr. Tony in Utonwa's office. As he was told, Mr. Tony had gone for a meeting with Utonwa and will not be back till evening. Mr. Chike went back to his business in disappointment. He later left early to get Kosi from crèche. He did not utter a word to Utonwa, as he knew he was fighting the wrong person by going to see Mr. Tony. Thank God he was not around. I would have made a fool of myself. Utonwa had a friend in the office who, upon her visit one weekend, saw how she struggled with Kosi alone at home. Ha! Utonwa, is this how you struggle during weekends? You already have a lot in your hands, and you are still saddled with the responsibility of taking care of your son alone, and do all this cleaning and cookings alone. See girl, you are too posh for this now. Nobody can turn me to their maid, especially the day I need my rest. Okay, Utonwa, you know what? You have to get a help to assist you. No, Chike, my husband, doesn't like that. He wants both of us to be the only exposure our son have for now. See, Utonwa, the conference is in 1 week time. You need to be there. Are you going with your son, Kosi? Because you cannot leave him alone with your husband for a whole week. I will suggest you get a help from one of these agencies so she can get used to Kosi before you leave for the conference. But Chike, okay, don't let him know your plans. Just get a help. Thank you so much, Amaka, for this advice, replied Utonwa. Chike traveled that weekend to get materials when Utonwa was able to get a young girl from the agency named Nkem. When Chike came back from his trip, he was surprised to see a young girl in her early 20s come to welcome him. Chike was surprised but tried to hide his emotions as he went into the bedroom. After showering and eating his dinner, Utonwa, we have to talk. Who is this lady I met at the sitting room when I came back? Oh, Nkem. She's our new help. I was so burdened and breaking down with chores, and Kosi was not helping matters at all. But you know we agreed now that we are not going to allow anybody into our home for the first 5 years of our marriage to help us build the foundation of our marriage. Utonwa, why now? Why are you treating me like this? You didn't even bother to call me on the phone to let me into your plans. My husband, I'm very sorry. It won't happen again. Utonwa pleaded with Chike. Chike, there's another thing. I'll be going to the conference next week, so you don't have to bother yourself about who will take care of Kosi. Nkem is capable. So you'd have told me that this was your plan now, Chike said. Chike just hissed and lay down on the bed, gazing, as he was too weak to say a word. He later called Utonwa's mother and told her everything. Please, my son-in-law, I will call her to order. She is a married woman and should prioritize her home. Why will she want to leave Kosi in the care of a total stranger? Utonwa's mother was so upset and called Utonwa on the phone. My child, your husband called me and told me everything. He is upset and worried that you are really drifting, and you need to be counseled. Utonwa, you are making a great mistake, and it will be too late if you don't consider your decisions. Mama, I've heard you. Thank you. As she dropped the call, Nkem did her work with so much diligence that Chike and Utonwa were proud of her. She loved Kosi like her own son. Utonwa left for the conference and only called once to ask about her child. Chike came back early to assist Nkem with taking care of Kosi as she made dinner. 1 week after Utonwa came back from her trip and was happy with Nkem, she bought some gift for her to appreciate her. Thank you so much, ma, she greeted. When Utonwa resumed work the next week, she left very early in the morning and came back late at night. She could hardly see Kosi for days, as he was either sleeping before she left in the morning or was sleeping when she came back late at night. It was indeed a trying time for Chike, who did not know what to do. Nkem, seeing the worry and sadness in Chike's eyes, tried talking to him one morning when he and Utonwa were arguing over breakfast about her behavior and negligence. Sir, said Nkem, please, take it easy on yourself. Madam will surely come around. Just be patient with her, sir. I don't know why madam is behaving this way, but let's pray she thinks her right, sir. Utonwa was head over heels in love with her boss, Mr. Tony. Even the other colleagues in the office were gossiping about it. But she is married with a child, they said. Why go out with Mr. Tony? The single ladies were jealous that Mr. Tony was dating a married woman. What did he even see in somebody's wife? God will judge both of them. Chike noticed Utonwa was always on the phone, laughing and blushing. She preferred to be left alone. He was troubled and wondered what could be the problem. He tried asking Utonwa one Sunday afternoon when he saw her pacing around the bedroom. I hope all is well, Utonwa. Why worry? Why? You look troubled, my wife. It's nothing, replied Utonwa. It's just work related, she said. Okay, oh, but today is Sunday now, why not relax? As he lay down on the bed to rest. Suddenly, he could hear Utonwa on the phone in the restroom, speaking sadly and for a long time. So he went to the door to know if he could hear anything, but he heard nothing as she was speaking on a low tone. So he came back to the bed pretending to be sleeping. When Utonwa came out, she kept her phone and went out. Chike quickly took her phone and tried to open it, but it was locked. This is really fishy, he said. Why would Utonwa put her phone in password? We have access to each other's phone. What is she hiding? With her body language, it seems all is not well with Utonwa. I just pray everything gets better soon. I already have enough troubles on my hand. That night, Utonwa told Chike that she will not be coming home the next day after work. That she and Amaka have been assigned a job. They must tidy up after she came back from a meeting with her boss. Utonwa, is this your job different from other jobs? In the course of making clothes for women who are executive in their organizations, I have seen that they balance their time well. Why is yours different? So what are you trying to insinuate, Chike? Are you in their homes to know how they balance their work and their family? Please, I want to sleep. I have a lot to do tomorrow at the office. As she went to shower. What has really happened to my wife? God, please help me. As Chike sat confused. Utonwa lied about working at the office as she spent that night with Mr. Tony at a lodge. Utonwa have always liked Mr. Tony from the first time they met. He was her spec, her type of man. He has good command of English, well poised, and very intelligent and romantic. This, her husband Chike lacked, and that was why when he asked her out, she obliged. He also told her that he was not in any relationship, so she had no rival. She had on one of their dates confessed to Mr. Tony that she only married Chike because she felt indebted to him, because he supported her financially through school. He is not my class. I just don't have a choice. But now you have a choice with me, replied Mr. Tony as they both laughed. Chike was suspecting Utonwa, but had no evidence, as he also tried not to welcome that thought. He believed Utonwa would not stoop low to cheat on him. He could not sleep as he thought about Utonwa throughout that night. Months on, Utonwa continued her relationship with Mr. Tony, who have promised her marriage, and Utonwa confided in Amaka, her friend and colleague, who encouraged her to accept his proposal. What matters, my friend, is that both of you love each other. It was evident that Utonwa was cheating on Chike, but he did not know who it was. As he started drinking alcohol and came home late at night, messing up the whole place with his vomit, Nkem made sure she helped him to his room as she cleaned up everywhere. Nkem was feeling so bad for Chike. She tried talking to Utonwa, but was afraid she may lose her job. Utonwa later went to live with Mr. Tony as she came to the office from his house. Chike had come several times to see Utonwa, but she was never available. Her mother tried to call her phone, but she refused to pick her call. Chike could not tell his friends, so he wallowed in self-pity and pain. One evening, as he came home, his neighbor Mama greeted him. Hope all is well, sir. You look tired and drained. Let me help you with Kosi, as she took Kosi from him. Kosi was 2 years old. Nkem went to see her father, who had been ill for some time now. She was called by her younger sister that their father insisted she come see him. So sorry, sir, for what your wife did. You'll be fine, sir. I pray she wakes up from her slumber before it's too late, she said in her heart. Look at this young, handsome, kind and loving man. How many men will be faithful even at this trying time? She hurriedly made dinner for them and put Kosi to sleep after Chike have battered him, as he insisted she has done enough for them. He is sleeping now. Let me take my leave, she said as she left. Thank you so much, Mma, as Chike closed the door. It was already 10 months since Utonwa left Chike and their child Kosi. Kosi was already used to Nkem, as he never missed his mother. Utonwa was in Mr. Tony's house one Saturday evening when a man drove into their compound with some men. She was confused as she did not know what was happening. So she rushed into the bedroom and called Mr. Tony, who came out only to see his boss, Mr. Roy, who he had been impersonating all these years. Good day, sir, he said. Please, sir, I'm very sorry, sir. Mr. Roy said to Mr. Tony, so this is how you decided to pay me back for my benevolence. You stabbed me at the back. Tony, you thought I have died. After the accident, you abandoned me. You were my personal assistant, Tony. I trusted you with my life. You abandoned me at the hospital, stripping me of all my IDs, which made it hard for the hospital to get to my family. But as you can see, I am alive, hale and hearty, as he turned around for Mr. Tony. You already have a pregnant woman living with you, Tony, and you left your wife and 4 children. Your wife have returned to the village with your kids, and you are here fooling yourself with another woman. Mr. Tony, you are heartless and wicked. As he ordered the men to throw him out of the compound. After he has handed over all documents and car keys to him, I have been trailing you for years now. The cops will soon be here for you. Tony, you know, every day is for the thief and one day is for the owner of the house. Madam, as you can see, your lover is not who he told you he was. As Utonwa was sent out with her luggages, it was like a dream to her. She cried until tears could not come out from her eyes again. She called Amaka on the phone. Amaka answered, Utonwa, I'm on my way out of the country on vacation with my family. I can't hear you, network is really bad, as she hung up the call. Utonwa did not know where to start from. The weather was very hot. She was tired and dehydrated. Tony had disappeared. She tried calling him, but his phone number was switched off. She did not know what to do, as Tony was with her ATM card. She did not know what else to do. After sitting outside, and it was already getting late, she decided to call Chike on the phone, telling him all that befell her. It's okay, Utonwa. Since you have no place to stay, you can come over to the house, he said. Thank you so much, Chike. As she took her luggages, boarded a taxi and arrived the house. When she knocked at the door, she was welcomed by Nkem and Chike. Chike was surprised to see Utonwa pregnant, but he knew it was not his pregnancy. As Utonwa sat on the couch, she saw a very beautiful pregnant lady carrying Kosi. As they were both playing and walked into the sitting room, Utonwa could not believe her eyes. She shouted her name, Mma, our neighbor. You are pregnant for my husband, Chike. See, Utonwa shouted Chike, I thought you are stranded. I have spoken with my wife, Mma, and she agreed we allow you pass the night here. Tomorrow morning you leave. Why, Fokwa? Hey, I'm finished, oh. And you are sleeping in the sitting room because I don't want any stories, continued Chike. Utonwa tried calling her son Kosi to meet her, but he refused and ran to hold Mma. Utonwa was weeping bitterly. Chike said to her, you can see our child doesn't know you. You're a stranger to him. Thank you for everything, Utonwa. God will continue to pay you back for the wrongs you did to me and our son. I hope you had a nice time with Mr. Tony. As he left with Kosi and Mma, see, Utonwa, I don't want to wake up and meet you here in the morning, no, or else I will call the police on you. Utonwa cried throughout the night as she could not sleep. She had lost her husband and her child to another woman because of her ambition and selfish desires. The next morning, she left for her village. When she got home, her mother was surprised to see her heavy with a child. Utonwa, I know this pregnancy is not for Chike. Utonwa, you got what you wanted. I warned you to be careful. with rushing water that is flowing. But you neglected my advice. You don't want to be like your mother, Abi. Now between two of us, who is wiser now? I won't reject you or throw you out of my house. Because you are my child. I hope you have learnt your lesson as she entered the house. Utonwa wept and regretted her actions. Her mother consoled her. Utonwa, you know you are expecting a child, so take it easy. You just have to eat and be strong for your unborn baby. Utonwa fell ill and lost the baby few weeks after she returned because of dehydration and malnutrition. Chike's new wife, Mma, had a baby girl for him and he named her Nkasiobi, meaning my consolation. Nkem later was trained by Chike to become a fashion designer and she was able to open her own shop in the city. Chike allowed Utonwa to come visit Kosi once in a while. Chike and Mma had other children together as Mma loved Kosi so much and they lived happily ever after. Thank you for watching this story. I know you have learned a lot of lessons from this story. For me, one of the lessons I learned is that we should not neglect what we have for other things we do not have. We should value what we have and guard them, for it's painful when we lose them. It always seems greener at the other side, but it's not true. Let's water our garden to make it greener too. I know there are many moral lessons that we have learnt. Let's share it in the comment section. Please, for more beautiful stories, please support my channel. Subscribe, like and share with your loved ones and friends. Until we meet again, stay blessed. Bye!